I don't think there's any problem you can't solve with a great spreadsheet. I feel very strongly about it.
Can you rock a spreadsheet?
Oh yeah. My name is Molly. I do public relations and digital media for gaming and tech companies. Everyone in my family works in games and tech. My dad is a tabletop game designer, and I was kind of raised really into European tabletop games. I never really saw myself in that field. I really saw myself working more with people, doing writing, and so it wasn't until much later I realized that there is a place in the gaming and tech industry where I can actually do more of what I'm interested in, not the coding, programming stuff. When I graduated, I just wanted a break from school, and I was like, okay, I'll just try something with this communications degree, and I got a gig doing public relations for Microsoft. I kind of used LinkedIn as a job board, and then when I saw something I was interested in, I went to their careers website and I applied directly through the careers website. I was an intern, and then I was an assistant account executive, and then I moved to my current job at kind of a small agency that had a focus on gaming, because that really interested me, and it seemed like a natural move from tech. I think Gen Z is killing it in the corporate workplace, to be quite honest. I love being part of the generation who is experienced in making social change, so we have positive impact in the community around us. We're good at that. We know how to do it. Bringing more diversity in the people making the games is the only way that you're going to get more diversity in the people playing the games. A group of cis straight white men can't effectively make a game that is intended to reach a demographic of young, queer, Jewish women like me. While the companies are the ones who make the game, it's our job to come to them and point out, like, hey, that's a really unique, interesting story compared to the rest of the market. Can we highlight that? Instead of you talking about this at just game cons, let's get you on like a queer news site to talk about the really awesome queer love story at the core of your game, you know, stuff like that. I've been working with my friend who also works at a PR agency of being like, how can we maximize our personal brand on LinkedIn? That little bio summary at the top is a huge opportunity to show a glimpse into your personality. This is who you're gonna get when you get on a call with me. I think mine is like, I don't think there's any problem you can't solve with a great spreadsheet. I'm pretty sure that's mine, because I feel very strongly about it. I believe my jobs on my LinkedIn when I got my first PR job was one as a volunteer coordinator at a charity thrift store, and then like 3 theater jobs as like a stage manager. Because when you're coming out of college, your jobs might be a little all over the place, not all in one industry. Pull out the skills in those jobs that you're gonna use at the job you want. So for me, into PR, crisis management, anything can go wrong in a live theater. Anything can go wrong when you put a CEO on stage. Personal organization, being able to rock a spreadsheet. Those key transferable skills that you learned in one place and you're gonna carry to the next place, even if it's a totally different field. It doesn't matter. If you have the skills, that's what they want. Just like really getting into nerd culture and talking about all the positivity and the potential that's there. My senior capstone in college, I wrote about how kind of Pac-Man changed the game. Pac-Man was the first game ever marketed to girls. The intent was to make it interesting for both genders, and it totally worked, and that's why it was the most popular game of all time. So I think when I was a kid, I was playing games that were just marketed towards kids in general. And then it wasn't until I was a teenager that I really felt like, oh, I'm really one of the few girls I know who's into this stuff. It all becomes worth it the moment where the payoff for the client, that person who was really excited about this project, the person who made it, gets to see it out there everywhere. I get to draft, the social post of every executive on the day of the announce. I love that. Writing the press release, I love that. And now everyone knows about it. It's really rewarding.